everyone. Again, my name is Tamara Fort, and I'm going over all the apps and softwares that are going to help you in your entire student life, as well as here at DSU during finals or any other exam you may have. So DSU has given every registered student an iPad or a MacBook, depending on your major. We have a lot of apps, software, and study hacks to help you get the most out of these devices. First up, I'm going to be sharing some of the best note-taking apps there are. Note-taking apps are 100% the future. They're for all paperless students, and if you don't know what a paperless student is, it's literally a student that does not use paper. You can handwrite or type all of your notes on your iPad. And with the right app, you can even convert your handwritten notes to text or typed notes. You have unlimited paper and paper types, meaning graph paper, line paper, dotted paper. You can access your notes from anywhere, your iPhone, your computer, your iPad, and then you can back it all up to your storage of choice, whether it's iCloud, Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, anywhere. All the apps I'm going to suggest today are available on your iPhone, iPad, macOS, or computer software. The first note-taking app I recommend is Notability. It is organized like a binder, so it has a divider and subjects. Once in a note, you can use the zoom tool for neater note-taking. You can use the favorites bar, which is also in the first picture above, with all the pencils and highlighters in different colors for easy access to your favorite pens and highlighters. You may have noticed the microphone. That microphone lets you record your handwritten notes in sync with your voice or your professor's voice. You can convert all your handwritten notes to text with the conversion tool. Notability also allows you to import pictures and GIFs into your notes. Say if you have a diagram you would like to take notes directly on, you can directly import that into Notability notes. You can scan documents and textbook pages and then annotate them directly in Notability. You can also insert digital sticky notes. You can change the paper color, the type from line paper, graph paper, and bullet point, and you can draw perfect shapes or lines by drawing and holding the shape. You can import any file you choose from your iPad Files app, Dropbox, Google Drive, and OneDrive. Next, we have Goodnotes 5. Goodnotes 5 is another really great note-taking app. This one is organized like a composition book in a file folder. After you create a new folder, you can create a notebook for each class. You can pick whatever notebook color you would like or even upload one, and then pick the paper type you would like. They have a large variety of paper types, including Cornell, dotted, grid, even music paper. Goodnotes and Notability do share a lot of the same features, including the zoom tool, your choice of pens, automatically straightened highlighter, and shapes, perfect shapes. You can also insert pictures, type your notes, and if you change your mind about the paper type you chose, you can change it directly within the note. Next, we have OneNote. OneNote is organized both like a binder and a notebook. After you create your notebook, each section, whether it be your class or subject within the class, turns into a divider. And then within a divider, OneNote automatically creates a page. Notice that if you write the title of the page, you can see it in the divider section. In OneNote, you also have the ability to change the paper style, but not the color. The color of OneNote, as you might notice, is in dark mode. It takes directly from whatever mode, light or dark, your iPad is currently in. So if your iPad is in dark mode, the paper inside OneNote would be black instead of white. You also have different size, pen, and color options, but you only have line and graph paper. You may notice that OneNote is set up exactly the same as a Word document. All the features are organized exactly the same, so you should have no problem navigating this application. Next, the price. Notability and Goodnotes both cost money, but these are one-time payments, and you will have access to these apps on your Mac, iPhone, and iPad. OneNote, however, is completely free. You can download it from the App Store or from Office365.com. You can download all Microsoft software from Office365.com on Mac or Windows PC. Next, we have the Blackboard app. Some of you may have heard of this, some of you may have not. You can download it directly from the App Store and then log in with your Blackboard login as you were on the computer. This app will give you notifications for whenever your professor posts an announcement or assignments. You can also keep track of your grades in all your classes. But please do not use the app to complete or submit assignments. The Blackboard Corporation themselves says this. You may have the option, but please do not take advantage of it. Next, we have organization apps and software. Organization apps can help you keep track of your assignments, classes, and due dates. First, we have the myHomework app. It allows you to put in your class schedule and all your assignments corresponding with that class. It'll send you reminders for all upcoming due dates and is available for free on your iPhone, iPad, or Mac OS. Next, we have the Shovel app. This application allows you to put in your classes, activities, and work schedules. After that, you can create a task or assignment. What's special about the Shovel app is it allows you to time how long your assignments take to predict how much time you will need for them in the future. It even tracks your reading speed. So if you go into the application and time how long it takes you to read a page of a PDF or a textbook, it will tell you how long it takes you to read that textbook. For example, my current read per minute is 3 minutes per page. It also sends you reminders of upcoming due dates and reminders for when you should start an assignment. So maybe you have an assignment due on Wednesday. If you say, I want the Shovel app to remind me 3 days before, it's going to start sending you reminders on Sunday. This is a screenshot of what my Shovel app currently looks like. If you notice on the left, you can see my classes and my activities. On the far right, you'll see my assignment. All I would have to do is click and drag and put it on my calendar, and it will tell me how much time I need to take out of my day to complete this assignment. Here's another screenshot of what it looks like when I was putting in what kind of assignment it is, a textbook, for what class, and how many pages. Based on the pages, it determined how long I need to complete this assignment. So, pricing. The Shovel app is free to download from the App Store, but it is a membership. You can start off with a 7-day free trial if you want to try it. I did, and then I decided to pay for a year subscription, which is equal to $199 a month or $22 per year. I started this application last semester in the fall, and I 100% recommend it for any online course you're taking or in person. I have yet to forget to submit one assignment with this application. Next, we have apps and softwares, study timers. Study timers encourage you to put your phone down and study for a certain amount of time. The first and probably most popular study timer app is Flora. It's probably the most popular because every time you study, a tree is planted somewhere in the world for free. This is available as an iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch app. There's also a Chrome extension for your computer. It also allows you to study with friends within the app. Next, we have Flora. I personally use Flora on a daily basis to get myself focused. You can pay for the in-app memberships if you choose to, and when you do, if you study for a certain amount of time, a tree is planted. For example, the lowest membership price is $1 a month, and that means if you study for 50 minutes, a tree is planted somewhere in the world. So for every 50 minutes you study in that month, a tree is planted. You can also share a code to study with friends, and it also includes a break timer tool. So you could set a timer to study for, and then as soon as that timer ends, it'll send you a notification to take a break. Next, we have the Study Bunny timer. This is also a very popular timer. It keeps track of all the time you spend studying per class. And the more you study, the more stuff you can buy for your bunny. Lastly, we have the Pomodoro Focus Timer. This timer follows the Pomodoro method. If you've never heard of it, it's essentially studying in intervals. For example, you study for 20 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. You'll do this for 3 cycles, and the third time you study for 20 minutes, you'll take a 10-minute break. Science says this helps with our memorization and retention when we're studying. If you want to know more about the Pomodoro method, be sure to come back next semester, not next week, sorry, typo, for a Pomodoro workshop hosted by the Office of Student Success. Another great study app is Quan Academy. You get free test prep, LSAT, MCAT. You can also learn math, art, computer programming, economics, physics, chemistry, biology, medicine, finance, history, all for free. You can learn online or in the app. Next, we have Quizlet. Quizlet started out as a way to study virtual flashcards, but has since evolved to something even greater. Quizlet allows you to put questions and answers, pictures too, into the program. Or you can upload a Word, Excel, Google Doc into the Quizlet and it'll set it up for you. Then Quizlet takes all the information and creates games for you. These games will help you learn, practice, and test yourself for any future tests or exams. in addition to the classic digital flashcards. This is great for memorization and is available on the web and in an app. Next, we have the Amazon Kindle app. You can buy or rent all your reading books, novels, textbooks on Amazon, and then you'll be able to read and annotate them in the Kindle app. Amazon ebooks tend to be cheaper to buy or rent. You can highlight all you want without having to pay any rental fees. You can also read from your phone, iPad, or computer. Next, we have Grammarly. Grammarly is an essay, paper, and email editing tool. It tracks your paper correctness, clarity, engagement, delivery, style, performance, word count, readability, and plagiarism. It allows you to set goals for your paper and then grade your overall performance. Grammarly is a free app to download from the App Store as well as a free website. I personally pay for the premium version because it gives me a little more sentence structure advice. But the free version is just as useful and I highly recommend it. Grammarly is a website, downloadable software, Chrome and Safari extension, as well as iPhone and iPad app. If you download it on your iPhone, you won't get to edit papers on your iPhone exactly, but you'll get a Grammarly keyboard that'll give you grammar suggestions when writing emails or sending text message. It's really awesome. Next, we have Google Translate. As you may recall from before, Google Translate is not just a translating tool. You can copy and paste your essays or papers into Google Translate and then listen to it for grammar mistakes. You can also listen to your textbooks. Of course, Google Translate is available on the web and in an app. Apps and softwares, scanner apps. Scanner apps replace the need for having a printer. Not completely, just the scanning feature. You can use the scanning app to save all your important documents and make them accessible anywhere. In some apps, you can even send and sign documents without having to leave the app. You won't even have to print out the paper to sign it. First, we have Adobe Scan. This is one of the best scanning apps I could find. It takes clear scans of your document and then allows you to edit them within the app. You can save all your scans to preferred cloud or drive, including iCloud, OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox. And then we have Microsoft Lens. It does all of those same things. It takes clear scans, allows you to edit them, you can save them anywhere. But what's special about Microsoft Lens is that it converts all your scans into a Word document. So say you take a scan of your textbook page. That will then be converted into a Word document that you can type in, cut out words, just like any other Word document you make. Okay, I just gave you a lot of apps and information. Here's some specific hacks you can use these apps for. You can use the Note-Taking Apps or the Scanner apps. There's a scanning feature within the Note-Taking Apps. You can scan your textbook pages and then annotate them. This is great if you're renting a physical textbook and you really don't want to pay extra because you had to write or highlight in them. You can use the study timer apps to overcome procrastination. Personally, I trick my brain into thinking, okay, I'm just going to study, read this textbook, work on this assignment for 20 minutes, and then I'll take a 5-minute break. And then I never take that 5-minute break because I'm so in the flow of studying and working on this assignment that I just restart the timer. This may work for you. If it doesn't, we do have a video on our Office of Student Success YouTube channel about overcoming procrastination. You'll get a link to that a little later. You can write out all your essay drafts in a note-taking app and then use the convert to text feature to change it from handwriting to text. And then of course, copy and paste it into your favorite word processor. Or if you have a note-taking app that doesn't convert to text, you can use the iPad's scribble feature. The scribble feature turns your handwriting into text instantly, and it's pretty accurate too. Lastly, if your professor gives you a worksheet to work on, you don't have to print it out anymore. You can write or type directly on it using these apps. Apple Preview, which is what it automatically pops up in as a PDF. Adobe, which is a website, app, or downloadable software. Microsoft Word, which has a drawing feature within the application or on your computer. And any note-taking app I recommended here today.